Rawang today is not what most people remember. Homeland started developing this township since 2000. It's quietly turned into a real auction for Klang Valley family. New neighborhood, and it feels more planned, more complete, and yet you're still connected to the major city via Lata plus Guthrie Corridor Expressway.
That's exactly why family are coming into this township, modern home that fit how family live today, and the greenery that give you space to breathe. This is the transformation of Rawang. Today, I'm taking you through a newly completed double-storey terrace development by Homeland. If you're looking for family home with practical layout and good frontage, you should definitely check out this one. Let's get started. We are now in Anggun City. This is where the sales gallery is located. But before that, let us talk about the location. Anggun City is one of the key lifestyle and business hub here. Designed with a walkable, open street concept, bringing in plenty of F&B and commercial activities. In terms of what is already established, you have got AEON, the first drive-thru McDonald's in this area. Uniqlo, Watson, so your daily essentials are all covered. For families, schooling, healthcare are also big part of the appeal. Nearby, you have got Knewton Global School, SJKC Kota Emirate, SMK Taman Desa 2, and Sailgate. Most of these amenities have come out over the last 10 years, and that is a huge reason why this area feels more complete today. We are now at the sales gallery. What you're looking here right now is the scale model. And let me quickly show you the project details. This is Kensington Templer Residence, 245 unit. Individual title and the land size is 2270 and the build out is 1783 square feet. 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom starting from 749,000. For many buyers, this is ideal because you don't need to wait for the construction for 3 to 4 years. In fact, for here, once your transaction is done, you basically can get your key in 3 to 4 months. Come, let me show you the actual unit. Let's go. We are now in Kensington Templer Residence, guarded communities and newly completed. If you look at the facade alone, you can see the design concept is modern English inspired, clean line and very timeless look. Now before we go in, one thing I want to highlight is the residence road. This road reserve is 24 feet wide. It is aligned with the local council planning guideline. It used to be narrower but now is wider. And not only that, this walkway is 13 feet, giving the whole entire driving access a very good starting point. You feel more spacious and less cramped. But the real advantage is this, 22 feet wide frontage. This is 22 feet wide and the length is 70 feet. Inside, you have got 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom, price starting at 749,000. So if you're looking for something that is newly completed, why don't you follow me today and find out more? Let's go. Starting from the front, you have got a proper 25 feet car porch. When you enter, you come into the foyer. The nice thing is the staircase is positioned to the side, so the main space stays clean and open. From here is a straight practical flow. Living, dining, kitchen. Now the biggest win on the ground floor is bedroom 4 plus a bathroom. Then you have the kitchen and yard. Upstairs, you have 3 bedroom with ensuite bathroom. Alright, welcome in. This is a foyer area and it acts as a transition space before the home fully reveals itself. This is also a privacy feature because when your door is open, people outside won't have a direct view into your living hall. From the foyer, it leads into a living and a dining space, opens up into a seamless open layout. Right now, the space is empty. But honestly, I love this because when the space is empty but the layout is nicely square, it makes it so much easier to configure the furniture around. And here's a few framework that help you to furnish this property that make it feel bigger and more organized. First, pick the anchor wall. Do you see this clean wall right here? And this naturally become your TV feature wall. And this area is your main public zone where you spend time with your family and friends. So this wall become the focal point of the living hall layout. Now, because the living hall flow directly into the dining area, so you also want to think about the movement. So if you look at the layout plan, your daily flow from the entrance to the kitchen need to stay clean. Once you keep this path open, the entire home feels more spacious and less cluttered. Now watch this. Coming in from the foyer, from the living hall, TV feature wall, 3-seated L-shaped sofa, coffee table in the middle, and a clean plaster ceiling with downlight. And for the dining area, a wall mirror here opened up the room. A rectangular table with 6-seater right here, simple, practical, and fit perfectly. So that's the difference. If the layout is planned properly, it doesn't feel like an empty box. It feels like a real home. So if this were your home, how would you renovate the living and the dining area? Comment your renovation idea below and let us know. Now let's move on to the cooking zone. Now let's talk about the kitchen. This is one of the most underrated wins for this layout. For most of the 22 feet wide home split half the width, the kitchen will only be 11 feet. But this one, they push the kitchen to 13 feet. And the extra 2 feet changes everything. Now, because of the extra space, you can actually put a central island in the middle. This becomes your prep zone, your serving zone, or even your casual breakfast spot. On this side, you can fit a proper tall pantry cabinet with a countertop, so you can get sufficient storage and a clean, dry kitchen look. So toward the back is the yard. There is a 10 feet backyard space right here. You can keep it as it is for outdoor use, but if you want to maximize the functionalities, this is where the potential upgrade comes in. Because this home is an individual title, so typically you have more flexibilities to renovate and extend. And if you want to extend the kitchen area, you can create more functional space and make it more comprehensive kitchen setup, adding a laundry zone, more storage, or more workable counter space. For family who love cooking, this kind of extension doesn't just improve the daily living, it can also strengthen the long-term value because you are increasing the practicality of the home. Now, before we head upstairs, there is a bedroom located right here and the size is 99 square feet. You can turn this into an office or a guest room. And outside, you have a bathroom under the staircase. Now, let's check out the private zone. Now, once you come out, this is the private zone and it's nicely zoned into 3 private bedrooms and each one has its own ensuite bathroom. So the privacy is excellent and it's very convenient. One of the standout features that I want to highlight is the ceiling. This ceiling height is 19 feet and it opens up to a very interesting ideas. If you're someone who loves custom design, you can explore the concept of attic level by putting the staircase right here that leads you out to the platform and you still have the ceiling height of 8.5 feet. And this design changed the vertical space into a usable space. Think of this way, you can create an office room, game room, study room or reading room without changing the layout of the home. Welcome to the master bedroom. And the first thing that you will notice is the space. It's properly generous and the natural lights comes in really well into this area. You don't feel heavy or boxed in. You can easily picture a king bed here, 2 side tables, and still have a comfortable walking space around. And what I really like the space is that you have the flexibility for your wardrobe planning. You can go with a clean, full-height built-in wardrobe, or if you want a more premium feel, you can design it into a walk-in wardrobe concept. The other 2 bedrooms upstairs with ensuites, and they are identical in size, 141 square feet. Now, if you need a bigger space, you can actually extend this side outward for another 10 feet to create more space for these 2 rooms. And they are easy to furnish. You can put bed, wardrobe, study table. So whether you're planning for kids, guests, or work from home, the upstairs layout supports it really well. So overall, the layout is very practical, functional for growing family. Now, Let's do some analysis on buying a subsale unit and a newly completed project. It comes down to 3 points: total cost of ownership, the lifestyle, and the benefit. Number 1, most of the subsale market in Rawang has been more than 20 years. Sometimes bigger land, matured neighborhood, but you have to budget for more: waterproofing, wiring, roof, repainting, and renovation that bring it up to today's standard. And do you have time and mental energy to manage the contractor, delays, and cost that is overrun? Now compare that with a newly completed home like this. Yes, you may still need to spend money, but most of your spending goes into upgrading your lifestyle: sofa, bed, curtain, dining, lights, wardrobe, and cabinet. And that is completely different kind of spending because you can control it, you can upgrade step by step based on the budget, and you can move in and improve later. So for the first time buyer, new project is often the wiser choice because it gives you more predictable costs, faster move in, and less risk of nasty surprises. Number 2, new project usually come with a modern planning, better internal road design, practical layout, and often gated guarded communities living. So if you value practicability, faster move-in, and spending your budget on upgrades, a newly completed project is often the wiser choice. So if you enjoy renovation and you don't mind to go through the whole entire process and you still have the budget for repair, subsale can still make sense. Lastly, here is the practical advantage of buying a new development.
Most new projects come with a defect liability period, and this one up to 24 months from vacant possessions. Very limited time offer.
On top of that, with the current incentive package, your entry costs become low and you get to enjoy free legal fees, loan legal fees, which can save you up to 27,000 ringgit. So instead of worrying about surprises, you can focus on furnishing and move in. This is what makes a more predictable decisions. We've come to the end of our home tour video, and if you want to find out more, click the link below and the sales consultant will walk you through the details, master plan, and the latest available unit. Thank you for watching to the end. My name is Jonathan. This is J.Media, showcasing property in the best light with confidence and clarity. I will see you next time.